Listen closely. Can you hear it? Not the voice speaking to you right now. I mean the other noise. The hum of the traffic outside your window. The relentless ping of notifications. The buzzing of the refrigerator. But louder than all of that is the noise inside. The noise of what if. The noise of I should have done better. The noise of I am running out of time. We live in an age where silence is the most expensive luxury. We are connected to everything, yet often we feel disconnected from ourselves. Let me tell you the story of Leo. Perhaps, in his reflection, you will see a part of yourself. Leo is 28. He lives in a city that never sleeps, in a high-rise apartment that touches the clouds. To the outside world, Leo is successful. He climbs the corporate ladder. He wears the right suits. He says the right things. But inside? Inside, Leo is drowning. His mind is like a browser with 3,000 tabs open, and he doesn't know which one is playing the music. Every night, as he lays his head on the pillow, the replay button is pressed. Regrets from 5 years ago, worries about 5 years from now. They dance a chaotic tango in his head, stealing his sleep, stealing his peace. He is exhausted, not because he does too much, but because he thinks too much. One gray morning, after another sleepless night staring at the ceiling, something in Leo snapped. It wasn't a loud explosion. It was a quiet realization. He looked at his reflection in the dark mirror and whispered, I cannot do this anymore. He packed a small bag. He left his laptop, his tablet, and the suffocating expectations of the city behind. He drove. He drove until the skyscrapers turned into trees, until the gray concrete turned into green hills. He was seeking a legend he had heard whispered in coffee shops, an old master named Koji, known as the Guardian of the Silent Mind. The climb to Master Koji's sanctuary was not easy. The path was steep and unforgiving. With every step, Leo's lungs burned. His legs screamed for him to stop. But this physical pain, it was strangely a relief. It was simpler than the mental pain he carried. As the air grew thinner, he hoped his heavy thoughts would be left behind in the valley below. Finally, through the mist, he saw it. A simple wooden gate. No grand golden statues. No mystical aura. Just a humble cottage and an old man sweeping autumn leaves in the courtyard. Leo approached the old man, his breath ragged, his heart pounding against his ribs. Master Koji? Leo gasped, desperation cracking his voice. Please, you must help me. My mind is a war zone. I need a complex mantra. I need a secret meditation technique. I need you to fix me. The old man didn't look up. He continued the rhythmic swish, swish of his broom against the stone. He swept until the last leaf was gone. Only then did he stop, leaning on his broom, and looked at Leo with eyes as deep and calm as an ancient lake. You want peace? Master Koji asked softly. More than anything, Leo replied. Then follow me. The master didn't lead him to a meditation hall. He led him to a water jar. He took a delicate porcelain bowl, thin, fragile, painted with faint blue lines. He filled it with water. Not just full, but brimmed to the absolute limit. The water curved over the top, held only by surface tension. One breath, and it would spill. Here is your task, Koji said, placing the heavy bowl into Leo's trembling hands. Walk down to the village market, go all the way to the end, and return here. But listen carefully. If you spill a single drop, you must start over. Leo looked at the bowl, then at the steep, winding path leading down to the chaotic village. But master, he stammered, the wind, the people. My hands are shaking. Go, was all the master said. Leo took the first step. It felt like the hardest step of his life. His entire universe shrank down to the rim of that porcelain bowl. He entered the village. It was a festival day. The noise hit him like a physical wall. Drums were beating. Merchants were shouting their wares. The smell of frying spices filled the air. A dog barked ferociously near his heels. Thump! Thump! Leo's heart raced. The water rippled dangerously, but it didn't spill. He walked past a group of men arguing loudly. Usually, Leo would have stopped to listen or judge them or felt annoyed. But today, he didn't even hear the words. He only saw the water. Then, the true test came. A child, chasing a kite, ran blindly across the path, heading straight for Leo. In the past, Leo would have frozen. He would have imagined the crash before it happened. He would have panicked. But in this moment, there was no past, no future. There was only the bowl. Leo moved. He pivoted his body with the grace of a dancer, fluid like the water he carried. The child brushed past him, laughing. Leo stood still. He breathed. The water was calm. For the first time in years, the browser tabs in his head were closed. The static noise was gone. There was no deadline, no rent, no regret. There was only the sensation of cool ceramic against his palms and the rhythm of his own feet on the earth. Time seemed to dissolve. When Leo finally returned to the cottage, the sun was beginning to set, painting the sky in hues of violet and gold. He placed the bowl on the wooden table. It was still full. "I did it," Leo whispered, a smile breaking through his exhaustion. "I didn't spill a drop." Master Koji nodded, pouring tea into 2 cups. "Tell me, Leo, did you hear the insults of the merchants? Did you see the poverty in the alleyways? Did you worry about your climb back up?" Leo blinked, surprised. "No, Master. I didn't see or hear any of that. I was only aware of the water. If I looked away for a second, I would have failed." Master Koji smiled, a warm, genuine smile that crinkled the corners of his eyes. "That, my friend, is the secret. The noise of the world did not stop. The dogs still barked, the people still shouted, but they did not disturb you. Why? Because you were not there to receive them. You were entirely here, with the water." "Anxiety," the master continued, "lives in the time that does not exist. It lives in the memory of yesterday or the imagination of tomorrow. But peace can only be found in the now. When you pour your entire being into the present moment, whether you are carrying a bowl of water, typing an email, or drinking a cup of tea, there is no room left for fear." Leo walked down the mountain the next day. He went back to the city. He went back to the high-rise apartment and the demanding job. The emails were still there. The deadlines were still looming. The traffic was still loud. But Leo was different. Now, whenever the chaos threatened to drown him, he would close his eyes for a second. He would imagine the weight of the porcelain bowl in his hands. He would find that center of gravity. He would empty his mind of the then and fill it with the now. We all carry a bowl of water. It is our attention. It is our life force. Don't let the bumps in the road spill it. Don't let the barking dogs of distraction waste it. Walk your path. Focus on your step. Cherish the water. Thank you for walking this journey with us today. If this story helped quiet your mind, even for a moment, please consider subscribing and sharing it with someone who needs peace. Until next time, empty your mind and fill your present.